Hi guys, like I said, we are going down the rabbit hole of femcels, so we're gonna watch a video about it here. So it's gonna begin in 3, 2, 1.
Hi guys! So today I'm making a video about being part of a community. And it is an underground community. Most of you guys don't even know we exist. And that is the femcel community.
That's right. I didn't even know it existed for a long while until a couple weeks ago. Like, I barely found out about them a couple of weeks ago. But then I made a TikTok about them yesterday. But I'll let you guys know I did no research. The only video I ever seen of them talking about female incels was the a video discussing the piano teacher by antiheroines. I said her name right now. But yeah. Alright.
Let's identify as a femcel. A femcel is a female involuntary celibate. Some people are thinking, how can women be involuntarily celibate? So I'm gonna tell you. So I'm gonna use the pizza analogy. I heard another femcel use this analogy. So for men, for incels, sex is like pizza. Pizza's pretty good. Even if it's bad, it's still pizza. But for femcels, we don't want to eat bad pizza. We'd rather eat something that we actually like. Something that we've had before and we know that we'll like. Like maybe Chinese food or, some other type of food that we actually know, right? Oh. So a lot of female involuntary celibates, we don't participate in...
Sorry to interrupt you again. The whole pizza analogy, I'm glad she explains it. And I can actually understand what she means. There's a lot of differences, man. Alright.
Up culture. Or we did and we realized that we didn't like it.
Okay.
So the main difference this is all from my perspective, by the way. Different femcels have different lived experiences, but I can only talk about my experience. So yeah, we would rather have sex with someone that we know, someone that we feel safe with, someone that we're comfortable with, maybe even someone like a friend or someone that we're dating or someone that we are married to. And I think that's the main difference between incels and femcels. Incels pretty much they're willing to be with anybody. But femcels, we would like to be in some type of dynamic that is committed. So yeah, there are women, and there are a lot of us, unfortunately. There's enough to build an online community. So yeah, there are women that are celibate, but not because we want to be. We don't want to go weeks, months, and even years in my case. We don't want to go this long without sex. We would prefer to have sex, but we want to have sex with someone that we're comfortable with. And I would say that in the modern world, right, in the year 2023, the year that I'm making this video, the majority of dating is basically not even dating. It's hookup culture. And yeah, we can't even meet anyone in real life. So we resort to dating apps. I'm gonna talk about our community, the femcel community, a little bit. And girls, please do not get mad at me or whatever. I'm only talking about my lived experience and video chatting with you guys and, you know, seeing you guys, like, you know, virtually. So the majority of us are socially awkward females. The majority of us are average looking women, and we are slightly nerdy. We come in all different races. We come in all different sizes. And yeah, some of us, I would say the majority of us are neurodivergent. We have autism or ADHD or borderline personality disorder or other personality disorders. But yeah, we are basically not the Stacys. So in the femcel community, we call conventionally attractive women Stacys. And we're not Stacys. We are, this might sound a little weird. Oh my gosh, this might sound really, really, really weird. But yeah, we are Urkels. We are Amy Fowlers. We are Fiona before Shrek.
Steve Urkel.
You know, well, when she, I guess not before Shrek, because she was a beautiful princess. So I guess we're Fiona without Shrek. But yeah, the femcel community, we're just basically socially awkward women. And society pretends
Sorry
like...
to pause it right here, but it's actually kind of what she's talking about. How do I put this? What she's talking about right now about like dating culture and all that, I feel like lots of women think like that, and that's kind of concerning because like that's shows how many women are actually like a few steps away from becoming femcels themselves. And lots of women who have like low insecurity think like that. It's actually like really amazing how it's not really that different between like women who aren't in the femcel community and those who are pretty much just the same. But what I'm guessing is that they're more chronically online, and like they put the blame onto others than looking in themselves and seeing what they need to change or what they need to look for in a partner. And while it sounds like they do try and look for people who they can form a commitment with, it's just they're not finding the right people where in their area or in their community, or even if they're doing it online, they're running into like people who aren't looking for that same commitment level that they are. But to call yourself a Fiona and stuff like that, Fiona, even when she was an ogre, she was super cute. And like looking at this woman right here, there's nothing conventionally unattractive about her. Like, she's a very beautiful woman. And it's a shame that a lot of other women can't see their own beauty because of like society standards or what they have going on in their own like life that causes them to see only their like flaws in them. But anyways, let's
we don't
continue.
Exist. Society, when you think of socially awkward, mostly they think about men. They don't think about women. But we are socially awkward women. Socially awkward women exist in society, but we're often ignored. And that also causes just mental health issues. But yeah, I'm not going to talk about that in this video. So yeah, we are socially awkward women. We are leftover women, and I hate that term, but that is a term that my...
Oh. I'm recording this on my tablet, and my tablet's about to die. So sorry to interrupt you. We're gonna do a quick break. What are we gonna do? Technical difficulties montage right here. Hey guys. So I had to fix my whole setup that I was doing because it did not look right. But yeah, we're gonna continue watching the video, and yeah, and we're gonna start right now. Sorry.
We're often ignored, and that also causes just mental health issues. But yeah, I'm not going to talk about that in this video. So yeah, we are socially awkward women. We are leftover women, and I hate that term, but that is a term that my friend taught me. She is a different background than me. But yeah, long story short, yes, women can be involuntarily celibate. People think, well, if you are that needy for sex, just go out and have it. But it's not about the sex for us. It's about having a connection. For a lot of us, it's about having an emotional connection. A lot of us are nerds, and we can see through the fuckboys. Because we do go on dates. We go on Bumble dates and Plenty of Fish dates and stuff like that. But we are kind of intellectuals, nerds, however you want to call it. And we can see through the deception. So when a guy is telling us whatever we want to hear in order to get us into bed, we usually just call it a night and go home alone. That's how the majority of us femcels are, because we would rather a real connection. But unfortunately, meeting men in real life is not easy. Give me 1 second, you guys. Sorry.
There we go. Fix that real quick.
I'm so sorry about that, you guys. I don't edit these videos, so I had to go do something real quick. But yeah, meeting men in real life is not easy. And unfortunately, we have to resort to using dating apps. And dating apps don't really have the best guys. The ones that are, attractive are usually the fuckboys. And unfortunately, we don't want to be with fuckboys. So yeah. And the ones that are maybe like nerdy or cool or whatever, those guys, they don't want to date because maybe one girl broke their heart and now they think women are trash. So they just want to hook up. So yeah, a lot of us have been involuntary celibate for, like I said, weeks, months, years. And we are a community of women that feel forgotten by society. And we act like everything's okay. We try not to let the way society views us, get to us, or we try not to let it show that it's getting to us. But it is. I have a few friends that are self-harming and are on a plethora of antidepressants and anti-anxiety medications to deal with the fact that they are in their late 20s, 30s, 40s, and some of us are virgins. Some of us have only had 1 or 2 relationships, and some of us are women that have been through, the whole hookup culture, and we're just done, and we just want something real. And a lot of us we're not doing well. I am not talking about myself this time. I am talking about the women that I speak to online. Don't worry, I'm not going to say your names because I do believe in female solidarity, even though a lot of other women don't. But I believe in it. So whatever you girls tell me, it will stay with me. But yeah, some of us are self-harming because we don't have friends in real life. And if we do, we have co-workers that we can't really, be besties with. Or we have one or two friends. We don't have this big group of girls to go out and hang out with. And we can't even think about starting a family because we worked.
At Chamberlain University,
while this ad plays, I want to touch upon what she said about self-harm. In the video discussing the movie, obviously The Piano Teacher by Antiheroines, she talked about how she mentioned that some femcels, unlike let me gather my thoughts up. She mentioned how femcels differentiate. Okay, what I was trying to say. In her video reviewing The Piano Teacher, she mentioned how femcels don't really take out any violence on other women that we know of, that I know of at least, and as well as her, that they do it to themselves, unlike incels take it out on women and regular people around them violently. And that's like a very interesting I want to say more, but like I can't think, or I can't articulate about what to say. Yeah.
I believe it's our calling to help you answer yours with an online BSN program that fits
Wait, let me check. Is it still recording? Yes, it's still recording.
your schedule. You get the flexibility you need.
Skip this ad, I mean.
Some girls.
Sorry to interrupt again. I'm not paying YouTube for premium just for unwatchable ads. Maybe later on I will. But for right now, no. You ain't getting my money, YouTube.
3 jobs just to pay for a roof over our head and food to eat. So yeah, even if we did meet Mr. Right, unless he is financially stable, we can't even have a kid because we would not be able to feed it. So yeah, the femcel community is a community of women, but that are, we have been through a lot, but we are not broken. We are just a little cracked. So yeah, I am a femcel. My username, Chocolate Femcel, is because I am chocolate and I am a female involuntary celibate. I'm not willing to be with, the first person that's like, I'll be your boyfriend, because guess what? I want to get to know the person, and getting to know someone doesn't take 2 or 3 dates. It usually takes months, and most men are not willing to wait months for a woman, and they just usually ghost after the first or second date. And that is why I have gone all these years without even getting laid.
What she said right here about the men ghosting and stuff like that pulls into my comment earlier about not being able to find the right men in their community or online for what they're looking for. I just wanted to point that out.
Because I have never been on a 4th date. So far, it's only been 3, you guys. I got ghosted on the 3rd, usually.
Sorry for continuously pausing, but hey, better than me. Well, I'm currently not looking for a relationship. I only had one serious relationship, kind of, in high school, but I wasn't really the best girlfriend. I'm not gonna lie. He was way too nice for me. He should have broken up with me a lot earlier. But I guess since we were in the same friend group, it made things awkward. But anyways, let's continue.
I get ghosted on the 3rd. But yeah, in society, women that don't put out usually get ghosted. Especially because, like I said, the majority of us are kind of like average. And I know that this sounds mean or whatever, but we know that we're average, so we don't get offended. We know that we're overweight, so we don't get offended. And we know that we're nerds, so it doesn't offend us when other people say that to us, because we accept reality. And it sucks because, like I said, some women they deal with you know, the life of being a femcel by self-harming. Some women try to make themselves as busy as possible so that they don't think about, you know, the fact that, like, you know, they don't have what they want. And for me, I use food as a coping mechanism. So yeah, we all have, unfortunately, I don't think we have healthy coping mechanisms. I gotta see if anyone in the community has, well, in the community that I'm in, has healthy coping mechanisms. But yeah, long story short, this is my username, this is my channel. Incels, right? We are different than incels. I think a lot of femcels, we don't hate men. We understand the society that we live in. Some of us maybe hate men, but I don't hate men. So yeah, we don't hate men. We understand the society that we live in. We understand that, you know, right now, some guys can't even afford to take a girl out on a date, you know? We understand that we live in a hookup culture. So we're not like delusional or whatever. But yeah, incels. I feel like, cause like I was talking to someone about this and they were like, well, why don't the incels and the femcels just get together? Because the incels, they're just not attracted to the femcels. I don't know what to say. A lot of guys.
You know what? I agree with that point. Like, the femcels might not be attracted to the incels, and the incels might not be attracted to the femcels. But like, if you had the choice between dating a man who wants commitment, and it's like not even the perfect ideal man, just like a man who doesn't hate women and only views them for objects for sex, to a normal ass dude, most women and most normal people out there would choose the latter, like the normal ass dude, besides the one that hates women and couldn't, like, yeah.
Guys that are incels want a Stacy, but they're not a Chad. And some femcels want a Chad, but they're not a Stacy. And I'm not saying that looks matter. For me personally, looks don't matter. But for society, unfortunately, let's be real, we live in a society where looks matter. I think that's part of the reason why I'm single. So yeah, I use laughing as a defense mechanism, basically. So like, if I laugh at inappropriate times, I'm sorry. But yeah, so yeah, the incels, the men that think that women are the problem, they're not willing to be with their female equivalent. And how do I know this? Because I tried. I have met my male equivalent, and he does not want me. And how do I know?
I'm sorry, we have to rewind that. I have to hear that again.
This? Because I tried. I have met my male equivalent, and he does not want me. Think nerdy black guy with autism that has trouble feeling emotions. He didn't want me. So I know this for a fact, you guys. So yeah, we, incels don't want the femcels. Femcels don't want the incels. Mainly because the incels kind of scare the shit out of us, if I'm gonna be honest. And for the incels, the femcels, we're too fat, right? That's what they say. Like, oh, you're fat, you're ugly. You know, that's what they say. So they don't want us because we're fat and ugly, even though we can watch all of the Marvel movies with them and know what deoxyribonucleic acid is, but they don't care about that. They want a girl that looks hot. So yeah, anyways, this video is like, my YouTube videos will have structure, you guys, I promise. This is without structure, but in this video, I just wanted to explain my username because a lot of people don't know what a femcel is. So yeah, I got a ring light, you guys, so I'm trying. I'm trying. I did my makeup and I think it kind of matches my neck, so I'm kind of trying, you guys. But yeah, my username is chocolate femcel because I'm chocolate and I am a female involuntary celibate. I am not looking for, you know, I'm looking for a connection, and that is the difference. Incels just want, and femcels want, we want a connection. And I know that for me personally, now I'm going to talk about me, and I hope that I didn't give too much information about my femcels, but I don't even think they watch my YouTube, so whatever. But yeah, so for me personally, I just want someone that will accept me and that will not pressure me for sex. Because I don't know if my video is still up where I was talking about dating. I have privated some of my videos because I just like, I go on and on and on and on because I don't talk, let me go, I've got to tell you guys this. I don't talk to people in real life. I don't talk to people in real life. I don't know how to talk to people in real life. So I'm talking to a camera. And I know you're probably thinking, what? You don't talk to people in real life? Well, now everything I do is online. And I think that's another reason why a lot of the incels don't want the femcels. Because, like, why be with a woman that they don't think is a 10 when they can go on a certain website and to 10s, you know? Or go on a certain spicy site and talk to 10s, you know? The majority of incels are getting their, you know, I don't know, human connection from the internet. So yeah, they don't really need women in real life because they rather jerk off than have sex with a woman that is 40 pounds overweight. They rather jerk off to a Stacy than be with their female equivalent, which is kind of blowing my mind, but I know this from experience. So yeah, we live in a society where, you know, guys, they don't have to be with women on their level because they can be with women virtually, you know, and they rather be with women virtually that are, you know, hot than be with women in real life that are average. And the reason why the femcels are, you know, female incels is because we don't want to be with fuckboys. We want to have a deep, intimate connection. And when I say intimate, I'm talking about like an intimate connection, hand holding, looking into each other's eyes. You know, we want that connection. And we're not willing to settle. So a lot of us, we watch Netflix movies about love and we post TikToks about, you know, relationships, and we read Twilight and we get
Twilight? Twilight, girl. Ugh. Well, I can't judge. I can't judge. I used to watch Inuyasha and read Inuyasha fanfic, so I can't judge about that. But still, Twilight. Well, I can see why people like it. A man that's completely devoted to one person, and Bella can be read as a self-insert. I think there is talk about her being a self-insert. Nah, to each their own.
Our need for human connection also online, but in a different way. So yeah, and it sucks. I don't really know exactly why, because I know that if I was born like in the, I don't know, 70s or 80s, and I have been told this by people that are smarter than me and people that are older than me, they said that I would have had a boyfriend by now. Even being overweight and mentally ill, I would have had a boyfriend by now if I was born before the age of online dating, before accessible porn was available to men. Because back in the day, they had to take a videotape and put it in a VCR or a DVD. They had to go to a store and it was a whole thing. So like men were more open to being with a woman on their level and having a relationship and starting a family, because porn wasn't as accessible and spicy sites like OF weren't a thing back then. I think because we live in such an age of technology, I think that's one of the main reasons why there are so many incels and femcels. I know a girl, and by the way, if you don't want to be my friend anymore, it's okay, because I'm about to tell your business, girl. I know a girl that, but I started doing this too. So honestly, like I'm not talking shit about her. I know a girl that listens to boyfriend ASMR. And I was like, what the hell is that? And then I started listening to it. It's like, I don't know, attractive men, or even like, an attractive voice. And they just talk to you like you're their girlfriend. Boyfriend ASMR, right? Boyfriend puts girlfriend to sleep, ASMR. So yeah, she listens to this every night, you guys. So like, yeah, before YouTube was a thing, we would have to like go to a bookstore and meet our nerdy equivalent. I'm talking about, femcels. But because we live in an age of technology, I don't have to have a boyfriend to hear, I love you, baby. Because I could just turn on boyfriend ASMR, And like, do I like that? No. But like, it is a necessary evil for femcels. And I think OF has become a necessary evil for incels. And yeah, we are using technology. Oh, and especially VR headsets. They don't care about the incels don't want the femcels, because they could just put on a VR headset and they could literally be with like a 10, So they're like, why would I want to be with a 4 when I could just put on this VR headset and be with a 10? Break out the Jergens, be with the 10 virtually, But yeah, we oh, and I know another girl that got a whole sex doll, and she's not gonna talk to me either. But yeah, cost, I think it's like $2,000, right? So like, because she has her standards, right? She refuses to engage in hookup culture, which is fine. Hookup culture is okay. If you could do it, do it. I wish I could do it. But yeah, so she, one listens to boyfriend ASMR. The other one has a like 5'11", like anatomical, sex doll. And yeah, we are just supplementing our needs for human intimacy through technology and virtual reality and boyfriend ASMR and so yeah, it is crazy. But yeah, anyways, sorry, I went on this whole rant. But yeah, I'm a femcel. I don't have a sex doll. But yeah, I'm a femcel. I'm a part of the femcel community, unfortunately. We are a community of socially awkward women. I'd say like maybe 60% of us have autism. Maybe 20% of us have undiagnosed autism. But it is what it is. And probably the same for the incels too. But yeah, I am a femcel. And I'm not proud of it. But somebody needs to talk about it. Because, you know, I think we're gonna be like the first generation of women to have cats and
after this, I'm gonna say what I'm gonna have to say.
And no children.
After the video.
So yeah, and like it's okay if you don't want kids. It's okay if you don't want a boyfriend, you know, or a girlfriend or whatever. Yeah. I'm not knocking anyone that doesn't want those things. I'm just saying the majority of our chats in the femcel community, when we do go on Discord and we talk to each other, are about how we don't have boyfriends, we don't have husbands, and we're lonely. That's the majority of our conversations, you guys. So anyways, I don't know what the point of this video was. Oh yeah. The point of this, yes. So to the incels out there, femcels exist. I don't know how much longer I could say this, how much longer I should say this. Femcels exist. We come in all different races. And unfortunately, we got a community now. So yeah, I don't know what else to talk about, but yeah, this video will be titled, I'm a femcel. Boom. You know, boom. That's the title of the video. And yeah, a lot of us have problems with emotional regulation too, which is interesting. It's very interesting. Like, you can pretty much, I'm not saying we're a stereotype because we do come in all different races. I mean, the majority of femcels that I met have been white women. I'm not gonna lie, but you know, I'm not the only black woman in there. So, anyways, I'm talking too much, and I'm not supposed to be talking about race and stuff because that's too controversial. So, anyways, thank you guys for listening. My username is Chocolate Femcel, and it will remain Chocolate Femcel until I'm in a relationship. Thank you guys for being a part of my YouTube channel. And this has been about a 30-minute rant of how, you know, what is a femcel? Female involuntary celibate. What is an incel? Involuntary celibate. We exist in society. I think they said, like, I don't know, like maybe like 40-something% of men are not in relationships, and I don't know how much percent of women are not in relationships. I didn't look at the statistics before making this video. Anyways, hugs. Oh, I give you guys a real hug. Maybe I'll hug my camera. By the way, this virtual hug is the only affection I get. Okay?
Ooh. Okay.
I haven't had a hug since before the pandemic.
Oof, that sucks.
I don't know why I always end my videos talking about this sad shit. Fake smiles. Just keep on fake smiling, you guys. If you can't do a real smile, do a fake one. I got crooked teeth, and I do fake smiles. Why? Because it's better than crying. Bye-bye, you guys.
Bye. Yeah, so today we learned what a femcel was. And I feel like they're way too focused not self-focused, but they're way too focused on finding a relationship, where I think they would do better if they focus on themselves and not feel the need to be in a relationship. Just because with me, I don't feel the need for a relationship because I find comfort in just being with myself. But granted, I have my friends, family, and same can't be said to other people in the world that don't have that support network. So them not finding their self-worth in the fact that they have a partner, someone they could connect with, emotionally depend on. It's sad, but at the same time, it shows how easy a lot of young girls could fall into being a femcel. And I'm gonna be honest, even with my support network, I could have became one. Because it's as easy it is for young boys to follow the Sneeko, Andrew Tate pipeline, that can also be said for girls. Because they could probably start off as pick-me's and then ladybeards and then all the way to femcels. It's like, imagine a stairway down, and that could happen to pretty much anybody. But anyways, I'm talking too much. But yeah, next video we're gonna watch is a Reddit video. No, a 4chan video. Let's do something funny. Yeah. Bye guys. Oh, and this video was posted on Thanksgiving, so happy Thanksgiving.